Previously in the Western Lake District. And now the conclusion. Well, it soon comes around to dinner time again, and for tonight I'm going to have something which I said in the previous video couldn't be more Cumbrian, which is Cumberland sausage. But I've since learned from a comment by a viewer on that video that Cumberland sausage isn't Cumbrian. It's Cumberland, which I suppose why it's called Cumberland sausage. Only problem is Cumberland only exists, it's in name only. I'm not sure where it is. I don't know if it's just north of Cumbria or if it's actually in Cumbria. So it's just a name. It's just some lines on a map. But the vast majority of people associate Cumberland sausage with Cumbria, which is what I have. And this hot plate is, well, it's going to be hot. But I'm just going to put the sausage on there. And, well, let's curl it up a little bit. I'm going to put it on there, but, I mean, it should take about half an hour, or about 15 minutes each side. But, who knows with this super hot plate. Well, here goes. We're away. Ooh, it's alive. It's alive. Go away, fly. Yeah, it might be a little bit incinerated, but there you go. Maybe if I turn it over. Yeah, just like a barbecue. Well, the fire's cooling down a little bit, so I'll let it. We'll just have some embers because there's plenty of calorific value in the wood there. That's heat energy, y'all. Right, and of course, as this is my last night on the in the nature reserve, what could be better than, if I can find the correct tool for the job, there we go, a bottle of ale. It's called Black Sheep. Ooh, excellent news. It is a well-rounded premium amber ale packed with British hops and a complex malt blend. Dried fruits and a touch of caramel strike the palate, leading to a rich, bittersweet finish. Certainly rich and fruity. Well, this is going to send the evening off with probably a slow, steady mood, I should think. I've got about an hour of sunlight left, I'd say, maybe an hour and a half before sunset, and hopefully we're going to get a nice sunset. They say red sky at night, shepherd's delight, and tomorrow is supposed to be basically more of this. Beautiful. What a fabulous place. So peaceful. The loudest thing here now is me and the sizzling of that sausage. And the occasional crow. Maybe I should practice some woodcraft and make a table. Right, by there will do. Yes, splendid. And what else would you associate with the campfire? And that good old staple. No, not staples. Baked beans. Tesco's finest. Well, they're not the finest, but Tesco's rich and warming, best quality haricot beans, carefully cooked in a delicately seasoned sauce. Oh, I found out an interesting thing about beans the other day. Peanuts. They're not nuts, they're a bean. Yeah, nice. Now I have bean juice all over me. So I better get those on, actually. We'll get it on. Do you like my kitchen utensil there? Nothing wrong with a bit of wood. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Splendid. So, let's turn it round. I'll move it to one side because that'll be over the brick and it should be a little bit cooler. Go on, get over there. Stop being so stubborn. And then we just put the beans on the fire. Thank you, by the way, to my good friend, whose staggering place this is. And yeah, when I suggested it, they were delighted, but they would like to remain anonymous because they don't want people turning up thinking they can have a wander around or a camp. It's a very tranquil and private place. Now we're cooking. There we go. And just like that, the sausage starts sausaging. Right, now come on beans, it's a race between you and the sausage. Oh, as regular viewers will know, I'm not a huge drinker, so this is 4.4%. I've got about that much left, and I'm already thinking, oh, I hope my dinner turns up or hurries up. Yeah. Otherwise I'm just going to pass out and fall asleep. Well, I haven't seen any deer. I did catch a glimpse of the buzzard flying earlier, but he was way over there. But there was two of them, and one of them was in the tree, giving it hell. Well, I think next time I'll just get a disposable barbecue. I mean, cooking on a campfire is it's a romantic notion, but it's also a complete pain in the arse. Black Sheep Ale, 4.4%. Have I started trying to swat imaginary flies? But it's nearly there, so I think I'll try a different beer. And why not? Harper's Brewing Co. Red Ruby Ale, 5%. It's even stronger than the first one. A deep mahogany beer with rich toffee apple and roasted chocolate flavours. Know your limit. Well, my limit's about half a bottle. Well, is it red? I don't know, it's in a bottle. But anyway, bottoms up. And a completely different flavour to the first one. Not quite as rich. Like bitter, lemony, citrusy, hoppy. This is more, I don't know what this is. It's nice just sitting here and listening to the crows. I've noticed they go off in the morning and make a right old racket, and then they just disappear, and then there's hardly a sound all day. And then around about this time, they seem to be telling each other about the day they've had. Another day down the office. The children and the wife go to bed early, and the men sit around on trees, smoking tabs and drinking beer, watching Sky Sports. Yeah, and then they go quiet. Rather like this fire, but I think we're there, to be honest. To be perfectly frank, in a frank kind of way. Yeah, I think we're there, really. I'm going to wake up with bloodshot eyes, man. Really bloodshot eyes. From the fire, not from the beer. Go away, fly. Yeah, I think we're there. Right. Here goes. Would you like a sausage with that? My word. Yeah. This is usually followed by, I hope you're hungry. Oh, no. No, I don't want my beer falling over, do I? Sacrilege. We'll just pour some beans in there. There we go, some beans. Well, earlier I didn't think the fire was going to work, and I'm just like, It's a nightmare. It's a ghastly nightmare. But no, I'll call this Cumberland Ring flan. Now that is what I call a sausage. What the perfect end to the perfect day. The sun is steadily making its final journey towards the horizon. Well, technically that's not true, because obviously the sun stays exactly where it is. It's the earth that moves. Well, that's it, all nice and clear, and as they say in the wild camping community, leave no trace. So now it's just the bonfire. Oh dear, no, I'm going to have to carry this all the way back to where I found everything. Well, there's no one around. Yeah. Well, that's the fearsome drainage ditch conquered, and now I need to head north for a... Well, that's the fearsome drainage ditch conquered, and now I need to turn north for about another quarter of a mile until I get to the gnarly old yew tree. So north it... Well, that's the fearsome drainage ditch conquered for about another quarter of a mile until I arrive at the... Well, that's the fearsome drainage ditch covered for about another quarter of a mile until I arrive at the... Oh, God. Well, that's the fearsome... Christ. And now I need to turn north until I arrive at the gnarly old yew tree. And I've forgotten the rest of it. Until I arrive at the gnarly old yew tree. And I've forgotten the rest. Well, that's the fearsome drainage ditch conquered. Until I arrive at the gnarly old yew tree. Oh, no. Well, that's... Well, that's the fearsome drainage ditch conquered. I'll start again. God almighty.